going to be looking at how to turn an object into a note card giver. And so to start off with, we're going to be using our ever familiar object, our plywood box. A very easy way to create a plywood box, just in case you're interested. So you right click, and then, which would be an Apple click for Mac users, create, gives you a number of items that you can create, and you create a box. So that's the easy way to do it. So anyway, we're going to look at our plywood box, and we're going to right click on our plywood box and click the word edit out of the wheel. Now, you might get a menu that looks like this. If that's the case, then what you should do is click more, and you'll get these tabs down here at the bottom, these 5 tabs. And the one we're going to be concerned about right now is the contents tab, because the contents tab is where you put things like a note card and a script in order to turn this object into a note card giver. So we'll go to our inventory, and I've already put aside the note card that I want to use and the script. I use Misty's Give Note Card. You can use any note card giver script. There are a bunch of them. They're free usually. You can find them. I wouldn't pay for a note card giver script. And then you take the note card that you want to give to people, and you drag and drop. You just drag and drop. Just drag and drop it right into the contents folder. So now we close this out. We right click on it, and we look up to the top here, and we see an object named Address Note Card Giver owned by AJ Brooks has given you a note card named Address. And if you click Keep, there comes your note card. So the person who clicks on it will get the note card. Now, you can, if you want, we'll go into the edit. Normally when something is first made, like if we click on this, you see how it says Object? You should always, when you create something, you should always name it. Otherwise, you may find yourself with a whole bunch of objects in your inventory, and you really won't know what they are, so without resing them, and that's a pain. So here we have this object, which we called Address Note Card Giver, and I can just call it AJ's Address Note Card Giver, just to change it up a little bit. And we close this. Now we click on it. We know it's a clickable object because it shows us the hand instead of the arrow. We click on it. Now it says an object named AJ's Address Note Card Giver, owned by AJ Brooks, has given you a note card named Address. So we'll discard that since we don't need another copy of it, and we'll look at an object that's already been made, not something that you've made, but something that somebody else has made. If you have modify rights on it, then you can click on it and you can add things to it. So we'll go ahead and we'll take the same 2 items. Now, keeping in mind that the difference here is this is an object that's been created by somebody else, right? You didn't make this object, so we can. It's here. It says Turbo Globe 3 prims. We don't want to call it that. We want to call it AJ's Address Note Card Giver 2. Because we already have one. Click here, and if you hover over, you'll see it actually tells you AJ's Address Note Card Giver 2 for maps and trips. The reason it got for maps and trips is they got it from here, so we could always do from Abraham Lincoln. We close that, hover over now, and it says AJ's Address Note Card Giver 2 from Abraham Lincoln. It tells you who the owner is and that it's free to copy. We click on that, and now we get our note card giver. And that is basically how to create a note card.